So, good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to start with the topic put call parity. So, what put call parity exactly is? This concept of option pricing exhibit how the price of put, call, and the underlying asset must be consistent with one another. For this relationship to work, the call and put option must have an identical expiration date and strike price. In simple words, PCP is combination of European call and put option at same exercise price on same underlying asset at the same maturity period. So basically, what put call parity is in the layman's language, put call parity is basically a combination of put and call so that we can achieve the strategy of hedging and at the same time achieve the proposition of higher profit. So this PCP is based on certain assumptions. Number one, there are no arbitrage opportunities. That is, no party can get a riskless profit. Whereas this particular assumption is generally being violated, and majority of the times the profit in PCP will come from arbitrage. So I hope everyone has remembered the concept of arbitrage. Arbitrage is the opportunity where you take the advantage of mispricing. So if a stock is cheaper in one market, you would buy that stock from that cheaper market and will prefer to sell in the market where it is dearer. So this is what we call arbitrage. But in PCP, we assume there is no arbitrage opportunity. That is, no one can get a riskless profit. That means when we say that higher the risk, higher the return, we are basically assuming that if you want to take profit, you want to take return, you have to take risk as well. So arbitrage, but when we talk about arbitrage, we violate this particular law, which says that you don't take any risk, you just focus upon where the things are cheap. You buy the cheaper things and sell them to the dearer market. But this PCP, it assumes that there is no arbitrage opportunities, whereas in reality this particular assumption got violated. Second assumption is borrowing and lending are possible at the risk-free interest rate. So we assume that put call parity people are able to manage profit and hedging through PCP because we assumes that borrowing and lending are possible at the risk-free interest rate. This is assumption of PCP. Third assumption is there are no transaction cost and no dividends are paid on the stock. So how the theoretical foundation, how this PCP actually is based upon the theory. The theoretical foundation of PCP holds that simultaneously holding a short put and a long call, same strike price and expiration, should provide the same return as one forward contract with the same expiration date as the options and where the forward price is same as the option strike price. So let me put it in a very simple manner. What does this theoretical foundation is trying to make you understand? That is, on one hand, if I am holding one long call, that means I have bought a call option, and on the contrary, I have short sell a put. Both this combination of this strategy should give me the same return if I could hold one forward contract. So instead of if I don't trade in forwards, the same benefits can be derived with the help of options as well. And in that case, you have to take a position of holding a short put and a long call, because this theory says that when you will hold a short put and a long call, the only condition is both should have the same identical strike price and expiry dates, and they would provide you the same return as one forward contract with the same expiration date at the same options. Because we have seen many times that there are certain benefits of forwards, and on the contrary, those who are dealing with option, they want to get the benefit of the forwards in the option market as well. So put call parity helps them to make a combination of this particular strategy, which they can use to identify the arbitrage opportunities and gain. Now let us move ahead to go into the details of PCP, put call parity. The put call parity relationship shows that a portfolio consisting of a long call option. So मैंने एक example लिया where I'm talking about one portfolio. That portfolio is that, for example, there is a person, say Ram, and he is having one long call option and a short put option. So one long and one short should be equal to the forward contract with the same underlying asset, expiration and strike price. क्या मतलब है इसका in the simple language? कि अगर मान लो मैंने फॉर एग्जांपल टीसीएस की एक लॉन्ग खरीदी है और टीसीएस की ही एक शॉर्ट खरीदी है, दूसरी साइड पे किसी ने टीसीएस का फॉरवर्ड कॉन्ट्रैक्ट खरीदा हुआ है, तो मैं जो प्रॉफिट कमाऊंगी टीसीएस की लॉन्ग और शॉर्ट से वो उसके बराबर होगा जो कि किसी ने क्या किया हुआ है, टीसीएस का फॉरवर्ड खरीदा हुआ है, विद द कंडीशन दैट एक्सपायरी एंड स्ट्राइक प्राइस शुड रिमेन सेम। अगर मैं उसी मतलब ये आप इस तरह से कह लो कि बहुत ही लेमैन लैंग्वेज अगर मैं इसको इस तरह से समझाऊं कि अगर आप कहते हो कि आपने एमबीए जो है एपीजे से करी है और दूसरी साइड में कह रही हूँ किसी ने एमबीए करी है दिल्ली किसी कॉलेज से, लेकिन दोनों को जॉब जो है मान लो 5 लाख वाली ही मिल रही है, सो दैट मीन्स बोथ आर पैरिटिंग, both are at par. So this is put call parity. Both are doing the same degree, both have done, but here we cannot say at par because the cost might be different. The money you spent in on MBA doing in Jalandhar and doing MBA in some other state would be different. So put call parity equation can be rearranged to show several alternative ways of viewing this relationship. So PCP equation, if you look at the equation, I have written PSO plus PO is equal to CO plus present value of E, whereas SO stands for spot price, PO stands for put premium, and CO stands for call premium, and PV stands for present value of exercise price. So let us understand with the help of an example. The most important thing about PCP is that you cannot understand it without understanding arbitrage and derivation. Now let us take two portfolios. For example, there are two portfolios. One is Ram, he is holding a portfolio, say protective put, and another is say Sham or say Sita, who is holding a portfolio fiduciary call. Now what is protective put? If you remember, we have done the option trading strategies. प्रोटेक्टिव पुट वॉज वेयर वी गो फॉर लॉन्ग स्टॉक एंड लॉन्ग पुट। प्रोटेक्टिव पुट का मतलब ही क्या था कि मैंने एक स्टॉक खरीदा हुआ है, एक शेयर खरीदा हुआ है, और मैं ये सोचती हूँ कि हाँ भाई इसलिए खरीदा है क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है कि शेयर का प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, इसलिए मैंने पोजीशन कौन सी ली, लॉन्ग स्टॉक की। बट दूसरी ही साइड मुझे ये भी फिक्र है कि अगर शेयर का प्राइस कम हो गया देन व्हाट। सो अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए मैंने क्या बाय कर ली, प्रोटेक्टिव पुट बाय कर ली। तो मेरा स्ट्रैटेजी क्या बनी, मेरा पोर्टफोलियो क्या बना, लॉन्ग स्टॉक एंड लॉन्ग पुट। नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल एक साइड पे एक बंदा जो है स्ट्रैटेजी कर रहा है, उसने प्रोटेक्टिव पुट ली हुई है। हियर इन द इन्वेस्टर हु इज एक्सपेक्टिंग अ हाइक इन प्राइस बट इज आल्सो कंसर्न्ड व्हाट इफ द प्राइस गोes out. So in order to protect, he takes a strategy of protective put. What is the another name is long stock and long put. On the second hand, there is one more portfolio. Let us take the example of fiduciary call. Herein, there is one call option and one zero coupon bond. That means the trader or the buyer has gone into one call option he has purchased and he has purchased one zero coupon bond. So put call parity mein, what we're trying to do is we will try to find that whether you are trying to take hedge through protective put or fiduciary call, both will be at the same pace. आप प्रोटेक्टिव पुट की स्ट्रैटेजी अपना लो या फिड्यूशियरी कॉल की स्ट्रैटेजी अपना लो, दोनों ही स्ट्रैटेजी से यू विल द प्रॉफिट और द गेन दैट यू विल अचीव दैट वुड बी सेम. दिस इज बेसिकली पुट कॉल पैरिटी, राइट. पुट कॉल पैरिटी में मैं और अगर इनको लग रहा है कि बहुत ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है, सिंपल लैंग्वेज में इसका मतलब ये है कि मैं ऑप्शन को, जो डिफरेंट तरह की ऑप्शंस हैं उनको यूज करके कोशिश कर रही हूँ कि किसी के पास एक पोर्टफोलियो है, जैसे मैंने कहा प्रोटेक्टिव पोर्टफोलियो है, किसी के पास फिड्यूशियरी कॉल पोर्टफोलियो है फॉर एग्जांपल, दोनों ही जो ट्रेडर्स हैं दे मूव इन अ सच डायरेक्शन दैट in one way or the another their portfolio, their profitability would be same. So let us take example. For example, मैंने राम से शुरू किया था कि एक स्टॉक प्राइस है जिसका प्राइस है 560 और जो पुट ऑप्शन है उसका एक्सरसाइज प्राइस है 575 and let us take period 3 months and risk free rate 10%. Now we have started with the assumption that underlying would be same. तो इसका मतलब है कि चाहे मैं पुट की बात करूं, चाहे मैं कॉल की बात करूं, मेरा जो अंडरलाइंग है, फॉर एग्जांपल हम टीसीएस की बात करें, तो लेट अस टेक द एग्जांपल दैट द टीसीएस स्टॉक प्राइस इज 560, टीसीएस पुट ऑप्शन इज 575, period is 3 months and risk free rate is 10%. Similarly, Sham's portfolio, we are talking about that he has on the contrary bought a TCS call and a zero coupon bond. So now we are clear ki what Ram is having, what Sham is having. Let us understand. अब राम का पोर्टफोलियो प्रोटेक्टिव पुट के साथ कैसे मूव करेगा? राम ने एक स्टॉक खरीदा हुआ है और एक पुट खरीदी हुई है. Now what will happen when the stock moves up? Because he has bought a stock, what will be done? Because he has purchased a stock, what will be done? He will sell the stock and he will earn. For example, the stock moves to 800. मैंने example ली है कि for example जो stock है वो 800 रुपए का हो जाता है. अगर stock 800 रुपए का हो जाएगा तो राम क्या करेगा? राम स्टॉक को सेल कर देगा. उसने कितने का खरीदा था? 560 का. 800 का हो गया, सेल कर देगा. उसका प्रॉफिट कितना आ गया? 800. पुट को वो एक्सरसाइज करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? पुट को एक्सरसाइज करेगा? नहीं करेगा पुट को एक्सरसाइज, राइट? क्यों? क्योंकि उसने प्रॉफिट कहां से कमा लिया? उसने एक स्टॉक बाय किया था, स्टॉक का प्राइस अप चला गया, और मेरा नॉर्मल स्ट्रेटजी क्या है? दैट I purchased the stock with this view that its price will go up. The same happens with me. The price goes up. I will sell the stock and I will make the profit. So in that particular case, Ram has got a profit of rupees 800. What if the price goes down? Now let us take the another case that if the price goes down to 300 rupees. Now what will happen? Obviously, Ram has purchased the stock for 560. He will not sell it, right? Or if he is under compulsion, he has to sell it. So how much money he will get? He will get only 300 if he sells the stock. On the contrary, when we should buy a put, when the price of the underlying goes down. So this is what has happened over here. The price of the put has gone down. This is a normal strategy, what we have done earlier also, that when I should buy a put, I should go for buying a put when the price of the underlying goes down. So this is similarly happening over here, that the price of the put has gone down. So when the price of the put has gone down, what would happen? He has paid rupees 575 for the put and the price has gone to 300. So his what he will do, he will exercise it and he will gain what? 275 rupees. So total जो प्रॉफिट है, टोटल पे ऑफ जो है राम का, वो कितना हो गया? 575. So in both the cases you see, in both the cases Ram has been able to protect himself. That is why he have chosen a portfolio of buying a stock and buying a put. Now on the contrary, Sham is dealing with call. He has purchased a call and a zero coupon bond, right? Now what will happen if the same things happen? Because both have purchased different things. One has gone into put and a stock, another has gone into call and a ZCB, but with the same strike price, same expiry date and same period of months. So in both the cases we will see that in case, what will happen in case of Sham, if the price of the stock goes up, that is 800, what will happen? When should you buy a call? You should buy a call when the price of the underlying goes up. So similarly happens here. So he will exercise his call and he will get the money of 225 rupees, right? On the contrary, if he has to sell ZCB zero coupon bond, that is for 575 rupees, he will go for that. He will sell it and get how much amount? 575. If I add 225 plus 575, how much payoff is getting? 800. That is similar to Ram. On the contrary, if the downsides comes, if the price goes to 300, right? If price goes to 300, what Sham will do? He will not exercise his call, because a very basic strategy of call option is you should buy a call option when the underlying asset price goes up. But in this case, the underlying asset price has gone down. So Sham will not exercise the call. What he will do? He will sell his zero coupon bond, which was available at 575 rupees. So his total payoff again is 575. So if you see, both Ram and Shyam are at par, whereas Ram was playing with the portfolio of put and Shyam was playing with the portfolio of call. But what was common? Both were dealing with the same stock price, same underlying, same exercise price, and the same time period. So in that case, what does it mean? It means that if you have layman's ki language, if you try to understand that if you have done MBA with finance and somebody has done MBA with marketing, both have spent same amount of money on MBA finance and MBA marketing, both should get same amount of salary when they are going to join the organization. This is in the layman's language, in the simplest form, what we call at par, राइट. सो एक ने क्या किया है, दोनों ने, इस केस में क्या है, राम और श्याम दोनों ही किस में डील कर रहे हैं, ऑप्शंस में डील कर रहे हैं. मेरी एग्जांपल में दोनों किस में डील कर रहे थे, एमबीए में कर रहे थे, राइट. दोनों ने ही क्या किया है, लेकिन एक के पास क्या है, एमबीए फाइनेंस है, एक के पास क्या है, एमबीए मार्केटिंग है. यहाँ पे एक के पास क्या है, पुट है, एक के पास क्या है, कॉल है. So what we are trying to understand over here is that put call parity helps us that how put call parity helps us to understand that how the prices of put call and the underlying asset must be consistent with one another so that the same kind of profits can be earned, right? Now, put call parity is a beautiful combination of two portfolios to enjoy arbitrage. However, the equation of PCP tries that no one earns riskless profit. हमने शुरुआत में पढ़ा कि पीसीपी में हम ट्राई करते हैं कि no one should earn riskless profit. So in the previous example, both Ram and Shyam are expected to earn same profit in future. Hence, should be investing same cost of both portfolios. अब मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है कि देखो, जो मैंने आपको क्वेश्चन बताया, इसमें हमने देखा कि दोनों को पे ऑफ जो था वो सेम हो रहा था. जब अपसाइड जा रहा था तो 800 रुपया हो रहा था, जब डाउन साइड गया तो 575 गया, राइट. इसका मतलब है कि हमें ये भी ध्यान में रखना है कि भाई राम ने एक्चुअल में खर्चा कितना किया था. राम को भी 800 प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, शाम को भी 800 प्रॉफिट हो रहा है. अगर मार्केट अप जा रही है, अंडरलाइंग एसेट अप जा रही है, अगर डाउन जा रही है तब भी दोनों को 575. नाउ वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि वेदर दे हैव, अगर दोनों का सेम हो रहा है प्रॉफिट, तो हमारा क्वेश्चन क्या होना चाहिए कि दोनों का खर्चा भी क्या होना चाहिए था, सेम होना चाहिए था. बोथ शुड हैव spent the same cost on their portfolios. So in the previous example, both Ram and Shyam are expected to earn same profit in future, hence should be investing the same cost of both portfolios. Hence PCP equation क्या बनी, प्लीज अपने फोन्स बंद कर दीजिए बेटा. Now let us calculate the cost of Ram. अब राम की कितनी कॉस्ट है, अगर मैं देखूं, राम ने कॉस्ट कितनी स्पेंड करी थी, राम की स्ट्रेटजी कौन सी थी, प्रोटेक्टिव पुट. He has gone for buying a share and a put. So let us say शेयर था 560 का और प्रीमियम पुट का था 20 रुपीज. So he has spent रुपीज 580. शाम की कॉस्ट कितनी है, शाम ने एक कॉल ऑप्शन बाय करी थी और एक ZCB बाय किया था, राइट. तो जो ZCB था वो था 522 रुपीज 72 पैसा का, और जो कॉल ऑप्शन प्रीमियम था 440 रुपीज था. तो शाम की कॉस्ट कितनी है, 562. राम की कितनी है, 580. So this shows that what Sham would do, Sham would simply sell in the, देखो, since fiduciary call cost is less than the protective put, Sham की कॉस्ट कम है, तो वो क्या करेगा, वो fiduciary call बाय करेगा और क्या कर देगा, सेल, प्रोटेक्टिव पुट सेल कर देगा. तो स्ट्रैटेजी क्या बनी हमारी, कॉल ऑप्शन बाय करें 575 पे, कॉल प्रीमियम पे करें 40 रुपीज और ZCB ले 522 रुपए का, उसको शॉर्ट सेल कर दें 560. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू अंडरस्टैंड हियर द शॉर्ट सेल 560?
short selling. Yes, ma'am.
What is short selling?
Ma'am,